are live and rolling.
Lower.
Scene 69. Take 420.
That's what the fuck y'all put up.
Tilt it so you can actually see it. There you go.
And
Wow.
pass the Dutch.
Y'all came up with that. Pass the Dutchie, my friend.
What are you doing? You're just gonna...
What am I doing? Cavemen know what I'm doing.
I don't.
I'm setting it ablaze. Talk to me nice. What?
Your little Nicky.
Up in fire, boy. You my man with the program, bro.
While we wait for him to come back too. How's your day going?
I mean, you know, I'm hanging in, bro. This thing been kicking my ass. Alright, man. Let me fucking get my head.
He said I'm setting it ablaze.
Yo, where the fuck you find this nigga, bro?
No, but I'll have what he's having.
Oh my god. Yo, for real, right? Let me get an extra side, yo.
Oh
my
man.
God.
All right.
Get it together, Beans. We back in the triple beam for another episode of T.T.F.I.
Brand new episode of T.T.F.I. We have a very special guest today.
Indeed we do. And it is
Ricky from Albuquerque, New Mexico. We're in Albuquerque again. We are back.
And as y'all know, we recently covered the
Stolen Audi.
Yes sir, the Audi wagon.
2003 Audi A4, I believe. So we're gonna go ahead and skip to our meeting with Ricky. So go ahead and enjoy this next interview. So what's going on? This is you know me. We met at a low class that one year. I've only talked a couple of times, but this is my friend. We call him Cubano. It's what he's known by out here. He's got a Slam Civic too. But we were just like intrigued about like the whole issue that had happened. So could you tell us a little bit more about what happened?
So it's really interesting, right? So once the car was recovered, we found out a whole bunch of stuff. So the guy that actually recovered the car, he took a picture of the car that the couple was in. So they blew the motor and they parked it on the side of the road. So this couple tries to go back and they're trying to put gas in it. Well, this guy sees the car, he recognizes it from the news. He pulls over, he blocks it in. So these people come back and they're like, oh, no, that's our car, we ran out of gas. So, they give this guy the whole story and he was like, I saw it on the news the other night, this car is stolen. Yeah. So they tried to tell him, well, no, he recovered the car, but he didn't want it anymore, so he sold it to us. So, the dude was like, no, he knew the sheriff. It's Grant. It's a small town.
Yeah.
Wow.
So dude has the sheriff on speed dial. So he calls the sheriff. He calls 911. So the people get in their car and they take off, right? So he snaps a picture of their car, and it's the same car that was seen cruising up and down the street where the detail shop was. Like, they were cruising up and down that street that whole evening.
They were just trying to find a car that evening, huh?
Yeah, they were casing it, and this dude was saying that they're like the town thieves. That's what they do, is they come to Albuquerque.
Wow.
They steal cars, and then they go do whatever with them up in Grants, and then, chop them up, whatever.
Yeah,
so when he showed me the
crazy.
picture, I was like, dude, that's the same kind of car that they were saying was cruising up and down the street that whole night.
Wow, that's insane, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy. So homie just because I saw in like the news article that Pablo is his name.
Yeah.
That he had put it in the garage and then someone like backed it out real quick. Like, so what happened?
So what he was doing is he was getting ready to move it back in the garage. He was kind of rearranging his stuff. So he was pushing his tool cart in, but the car, it's a show car, it never gets driven. So when it's at the house, it sits on a battery tender. But there's a drain somewhere in it. So if you don't like drive it, like go for a full on cruise, the battery dies in like 3 or 4 days, right?
Yeah.
So it was like a constant jump every time he had to move it. So he jumped it. He was pushing all of his tools back in the bay, and then boom, he heard the car backing up. So that's when he calls me, and he was like, "Bro, the car's getting stolen." He was freaking out trying to catch this dude. So I flew down to the shop, and that's when I met up with Pablo, and we were just we were just trying to figure out where to go, this and that and the other. So Mike from Revive, him and his buddy actually saw the car fly out of that Maverick right there on Jefferson.
Yeah, okay. Oh, okay.
They were probably gassing up to get it the hell out of here, go up to Grants, right? So when did you guys do the story? Do you remember?
I don't remember the exact day. I'm gonna go look on like the site now.
Yeah.
And what was the year, make, and model again of your car?
03 A4.
03 A4. I knew it was a 2003.
But the car was actually it broke down on Tuesday.
And
that's when it got that's when that dude found it, and it got towed out to the impound lot in Grants. And I actually found out through Facebook Friday night when I was out looking that it was sitting in Grants. So I get forward this post on Facebook, and I called up Grants PD. Like every single time I'd get a lead or whatever, it's like I was texting Pablo, and then Pablo would fly out, and then I'd go out to the other. We were trying to like both ends of the city, Yeah. So I called up Grants PD, and I gave them the plate number, and they were like, "Yeah, we recovered it on Tuesday from the side of the road, a mile marker, whatever." And I'm like, "Bro, like since Tuesday, and I've been looking all week,
and nobody could reach out, nothing, no heads up."
Right, like, hey, we got your car sitting there. You don't have to like stress anymore. So
yeah, no, that's crazy. That it was a wild scenario, to be honest, because especially, I mean, everybody that we went to, because we would kind of bounce the idea off of homies here and there just to kind of get different perspectives, and a lot of people were, I mean, kind of like I had said when we had covered it, it seemed like such an inside job.
Yeah,
because
I thought it was too.
It was such a weird situation, and I guess they found an instant that the car was alone and happened to be running, you know what I'm saying? And sure enough, I guess they took their opportunity.
And that's all it is. They were just opportunists.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
and it's funny
crazy.
though, because like all the conspiracy theories that we were having to go through, like, people were saying, "Oh, it was an inside job. They had it stolen."
Yeah.
And then people were even saying, "Well, I had set them up," and I'm like, man, y'all just, why are you using such negative energy? Just
because
let's go do this. Let's find the car,
Yeah, because like that's why we were like saying, because we were just reading shit that we seen off like Facebook and Instagram, and like all the comments we saw, that's all we were talking about. And then everybody was like talking shit to us, like, "Yo, y'all don't even know what we're talking about." I was like,
but even for us was a little bit frustrating because of all of the incidences that, like you said, you and Pablo, I believe you said, you guys were both kind of stretched out in different places, because somebody would say this and then another person would say that, and you're going to check on this information that was kind of passed along to you. So that kind of, we didn't really understand.
Yeah, it was a crazy
either.
thing, and I'm like, that's crazy. I'm glad you got your car back.
Yeah, honestly.
It was like I was ending up on like down by the airport off of Gibson, and then it's like, shit, somebody just saw it, up off of like Tramway in Montgomery. So
Yeah, other side of
it
town.
was crazy, but it was just nuts. But it was like, because Pablo, he met me out in Grants. He picked it up, like, I know a lot of people were kind of dogging him and this and that and the other, and it was like straight up, these people were looking for that opportunity. They were looking for just like that minute. And like I told Pablo too, it's like it could have been a lot worse, because somebody could have gotten hurt, or like, somebody's life could have gotten taken. Like, I could rebuild a car, like, that's no big deal. But I'm really thankful that on top of everything else, that nobody got hurt.
Yeah, who knows, man? They could have tried to pull it out of the bay and hit a worker, hit somebody, you know what I'm saying?
Just being
reckless.
That's crazy.
Well, even if they were armed, man, I mean, they could have even stabbed him or something stupid, just,
Yeah, once his back was turned.
that's what these people are about, you know, because this dude told me, he was like, they always have something new with their place. They're always, you know, into something over there.
That's crazy, man. It could have been anybody that day, then, man. Could have been not even Pablo that it happened to. Not you, not your car. Could have been anybody on the street, man. Yeah, that's crazy. That's insane.
And I mean, you know, thankfully, like, it's a show car and it's something that gets tucked away. But man, if they could have done that to somebody, like, what if that was their only vehicle, and you know, that could have been the only way that they could have gotten their kids around, you know? So they're like, it was a bad situation, but there was a lot of good things, you know, that I'm glad that it happened to me and not somebody else, you know?
Yeah, I feel that. That says a lot, though. It's true when you think about it in the terms of a bigger picture, you know what I'm saying? I feel that, man. That says a lot.
Jeez, yeah, man.
Yeah, and I hope that a lot of people really look at the big picture of it. Like, you know, there could have been a whole lot worse losses aside from just the car. And I mean, it tripped me out because they blew the motor and they scraped two wheels, and that was like it. And they stole the roof box.
Yeah, it was just senseless ultimately.
They took the roof box off, so probably I don't want to see it. But I mean, it's hard to spot. It's hard not to spot. Right.
And it's funny though, because I guess Monday morning, or that Monday morning or that Tuesday, I can't remember what day it was. Well, people saw the wheels on OfferUp for like $400, $500.
That's crazy.
Dang.
And you know, they were trying to hit this dude up, and I guess once he kind of like, he was feeling the pressure, he pulled down the post right away.
Bro, that's crazy. Like, who in their right mind? Like, I just don't understand. I mean, it's not for me to understand. I mean, like you keep saying, that's what they do. That's what they're known for. Just kind of fishing around for an opportunity of some sort, I guess. But I mean, it doesn't seem like they even knew what they were really doing, to be honest.
And wasn't, like, you said there was no air tanks in it. So
it was pretty cool when we went to go pick it up. Like, Pablo showed me how he aired it up and all that. And it was like, okay, that's pretty trick, dude.
Oh, okay.
The rear passenger side was almost completely aired out. And, you know, the car was sitting low just because it had no pressure in it, whatever. But when he brought his compressor and he showed me how to do it and everything like that, and it was like, oh, okay. And it's like, well, shit, this is good to know just in case something craps out.
Yeah, that played a humongous part in why
in our wonderment that we were just together. Like, how the hell?
And another part as to why I was kind of like, that's just a blank space. I don't understand how it can be moved. And I don't run bags. I'm not familiar with the bag setup and the functionality of a bag setup. So for me, I was just like, I don't get it. That was a big part as to why I was like, well, it seems like it's a possibility that it's an inside job. I'm like, because how else could the car even be moved? But that's crazy. I never knew that was even possible.
Yeah, me either. I was like, what the hell? I was like thinking every which way, like.
Yeah, you were breaking your head.
Yeah, because
over
when he got
crazy.
there, he busted out the compressor. He was like, you know, let's do this and let's do that. You know, we fired up the management, and he did what he did, and the car raised up, and I was like, this is good to know in case I have an emergency and I'm driving the car, you know?
Yeah. No, that, and
that's crazy.
Yeah, we ended up trying to reach out to them and try and follow up just to kind of get like even because
they reached out to us. They commented on like our YouTube channel and just basically was just like, if you have any questions, contact us. And I tried to like message him and he never got back to me. That's another reason why I thought it was
they were just getting so much heat, you know, and it was like, and I was trying to tell people, like, you can't blame him. You can only blame the people that took the car. Those are the people, they're the ones that had it in their heart that night that they were going to do something like that.
Yeah,
and I was telling people, like, it's not his fault, you know, we need to shift the blame to the right people and not, you know, everybody was pointing fingers at this person and me and that person. And it's like, man, y'all got it wrong though. Like, I've known Pablo for years. I think I met Pablo, when I first started fixing up the Audi. I mean, that was like 5 or 6 years ago, you know. So anybody that knows me knows that my car gets worked on by people I trust if I can't do it myself. And that's why I was like, no. Like, you know, show the man some respect and you know, like, keep giving him business. It was isolated.
Yeah, and like that's what we told him too. Well, I told him that we were just like on a neutral Like, we were just neutrally biased. We weren't trying to come off as like we knew what was going on, because like we're not even in Albuquerque. We're across the country, so you know, like,
and you know how it is out here, man. Like, it's crazy. Well, shit. And just this morning, I was behind a stolen car on the freeway trying to call it into PD.
Yeah, and that's
that
funny
Lexus too got stolen.
Like, Clean Bean can kind of relate to stuff like that, and he'll kind of tell us about it, but to me, I can't really relate to things the same way. He's like, yo, it's really bad out there. People out there tend to be like super negative. People always down each other out there and stuff. He's like, it's a really, it can tend to be a bad vibe out there at times.
Yeah.
So that's kind of another thing that I was tying in. I'm like, man, I hope these people aren't just trying to take advantage of him being like, you know, kind of crazy and like, you know, trying to overthink everything and feeding him wrong information and stuff like that. And so that's kind of why I was like, damn, man, like everybody's just kind of in this guy's feels right now, just telling him all kinds of stuff, man. So yeah, we felt bad, man, honestly. But I mean, shoot, at this point, honestly, I feel, you know, I feel
relieved.
I feel relieved, but I feel for Pablo.
Yeah, Pablo.
Yeah.
This is Ricky.
I feel, yeah, I know. But I really feel for him a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Just because I guess I feel like my asking questions or my trying to kind of figure it out might have been a little bit misconstrued, you know what I'm saying? I don't want him to feel like we were tagging it to him or anything like that, but it was just kind of stuff that was coming to mind, and I was just kind of putting it out there because I know a lot of people that I would present it to kind of had those questions, and so I would kind of take from here and there and try and kind of see however we could get answers.
Put the pieces together.
Yeah, pretty much put the pieces together, I guess, you know. But yeah, but we're super glad that ended up.
Yeah, it worked out, man, and it's like I've been telling her, like go support them still. Like, they're good people. They got a good business. You know, they do some good work over there.
Yeah, nah, most definitely, bro. Like when credit is due, I'll be the first person to say it, bro. Give credit when it's due.
Yeah.
And you know, like I said before, it was more like I'm like, wow, well, who was the, you know, I feel like a lot of people were looking at him because he was just the last person that had the car, was in possession. So they're like, well, what do you mean you don't know what happened? He's like, bro, I
Yeah.
turned around and it was gone, and everybody's like, that's not possible. And sure enough, that's how it happened, bro.
That's exactly what happened.
The car was gone, bro.
And now we know. Now we
Yeah.
know the full story from his side.
But that's wild, man. Blew the motor. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, there was like a silver dollar hole in the oil pan, and then when they pulled the pan and they looked, you know, like two of the pistons were even white. They were running it so hard.
Holy crap, bro.
So it was like, man, these people were wild out there.
Yeah, super senseless. That's super senseless. Wow. I mean, I don't know. I can't relate to that way of thinking.
There's no way. That's crazy. I'm surprised they got us so far.
So what's the plan, I guess? Go ahead.
You know, and I've been telling everybody, because there's a bunch of Allsubs napkins in there. If this car gets stolen, go to Allsubs and look in the parking lot, because it might be there. They're getting some late night chimneys.
Yo, the Allsubs chimneys are fire. You don't know about that, bro.
Nah.
Yeah, those
you're
are
gonna have to
fire.
put me
Man.
on.
Yo. That's crazy. So, what were you saying?
No.
Now it's just a rebuild.
Yeah.
You know, just it's just about moving forward, and that's what we're trying to do is, you know, we're just moving forward, like get it back where it needs to be, and you know, just get back out there again. You know, there's no point looking back and saying, well, you know, we could have done this different or that different. You know, it happened. You know, it was recovered. Nobody got hurt. So let's just move forward.
Yeah, I feel that. There's no point in kind of dwelling on the negatives. I mean, you know, at the least the car was found, and everybody pretty much got answers as to what happened at this point, I feel like. So
Yeah.
You know?
Hopefully we can push it out there again and get more people to see that. You know what I mean? Because there was a lot of people talking about bad on us too.
But I mean, we're gonna follow up too, and honestly, maybe still reach out to the
Yeah,
shop,
I would like to speak
you know
with
what I'm
Pablo
saying?
and be like, yo, we're trying to like do the same thing, you know?
Yeah, or just even follow up and apologize. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't want him feeling any type of way, and that's his business. So I know he holds it close. I know that's what he makes a living off of. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, when credit's due, I'll be the first person to say to give it. You know what I'm saying? Give credit when it's due. So like, you know, like we said, it wasn't really Pablo's fault apparently. So I hope everybody can realize.
Did anybody get like arrested or anything? Did those guys get arrested?
They haven't gotten arrested yet. I actually talked to Grants PD today. So they know who they are, and they said like, this is what they do and this is what they're known for. But now they have to actually catch them, with something. And it's like, well, you guys could have caught them on Tuesday when they were back with the car.
Oh yeah, no, and that makes sense because they have to be caught with the possession of the vehicle or the possession of the item.
Yeah.
Right. Because they, like people were pointing fingers at us, so they need to make sure that it's the same thing, that they actually catch the people doing something.
Yeah, I agree. I definitely agree.
that makes total sense.
Yeah, and just because the car was found and recovered doesn't mean that they shouldn't face any type of penalty of some sort.
That's how U-Haul be. They steal a car and they don't do anything to it.
Oh, well, I don't know about that.
Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, well, you got the car back, so everything is fine now.
Like
it's like, no, it's not good because
no.
Now they
can go off and do the same thing but hurt somebody next time.
Yeah, it enables them to keep doing what they're doing.
Yeah, because they don't have the consequence.
And what's worse is they actually know who's doing it, and they know that they're known for doing that.
They're enabling them to do it again.
Yeah, that's wild too. Shit, I've never really heard of that one.
Yeah, and they know that these people come down Albuquerque on the regular just to steal cars. It's like, well, damn, that's not cool for the people of Albuquerque either. Because what? Now we have to like go on these wild goose hunts to different cities to see if our cars are there. It's like, man, just put an end to the problem right away if you know who's doing it.
Yeah, because at a certain point they might end up getting hurt by somebody when the problem's not getting handled the right way. That's scary.
Yeah, honestly, bro. Because like I said, his back was turned. They could have went in there, beat him up a couple times.
Or they could have went in there and got shot. Who knows? God forbid, man. God forbid. Yeah, man. But
that's what I'm saying. There's always that bigger picture to everything. I'm glad that in the bigger picture, it was the only thing that got hurt was the car. And we could rebuild a car. I told Pablo we can't rebuild the Pablo, man. I'm glad that he didn't get hurt.
Yeah, no, that's dope. That's dope. I'm really super glad that it worked out. I'm glad that everything, more or less kind of got resolved. I mean, the penalty to them is necessary, but I guess that's not really your job. Like, you seem to be trying to just stay positive. I wouldn't really put too much energy into, like, I guess, getting back at them in a sense. If that would be the way
makes sense.
Yeah, so I don't know.
Yeah, because karma's gonna catch up with them. They're gonna cross somebody that has nothing to lose, and that's gonna be that. We all have a lot to lose. Yeah,
definitely. It doesn't seem like they've got much to lose, my man.
Yeah, that shit's crazy.
Nah. Yeah, but I guess on that note, man, we're super glad to hear from you. Glad that everything worked out. Super glad that you're in high spirits and trying to stay positive, man.
And super glad y'all got the car back.
Yeah,
that was a beautiful machine.
We honestly hope to maybe hear from Pablo, or at least like message back and forth a couple times and just go over it with him too and just touch base. To be honest, that's all, man. But anything else that you have for everybody, man?
Nah, just if it's just keep looking, don't give up, man. Because that was the one thing is. Like the first day, people were saying, "Oh, it's on the Mesa burned, or it's in Mexico being chopped up." Don't give up. Yeah. And don't give up on your people either, man. Like huge shout out to Pablo and his wife, because I'm trying to be at 3 places at once, and they're having my back, checking out these other areas that I couldn't get to. So, and everybody that helped and all the eyes on the street, like it couldn't have happened, in a better way. And it was honestly nice for people that I never even knew just to come out and like, they were even showing support from people with different states, like I had a guy from California message me and, hope you find it, good vibes, the whole thing like that. Yeah. We just need more of that. We need people to be just a little more positive about stuff.
Yeah, I feel that, man. I agree 100%.
Yeah, no, for real. Because nobody gave up, so that's why we were able to find it. Because I kept saying, I was like, I hope it just keeps getting posted, and like we can only do so much from over here, So we're kind of glad that it didn't get forgotten. Because that when it gets forgotten, that's when you're the only one putting in the work, it makes it harder. So good thing that everybody like helped
Right.
out too.
Equally, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, this is a good
I've
one.
seen it
Yeah, sure.
everywhere. Once I seen it, I was like, I wouldn't stop talking about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, remember? Yeah, I was just like freaking out. I was like, dang, because I loved that car. Seeing it in person at low class that year. We were supposed to shoot it.
But hopefully a lot more shows to come, man. Hope to see it out there in the future,
Yeah,
rebuilt, and
whenever
back
you get
on the
it.
road, bro.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, whenever you get it back, hopefully I could go back down there and check it out.
I plan on taking it out more and just cruising it a lot more. It's like, even though it was gone, I kind of appreciate it more. You know, it's like, I miss driving that damn thing. So
Yeah,
it's time for me to put my butt back in the seat and just, show it off a little bit.
I feel that, man. That's dope, man. That's dope.
Yeah, that's sick. I can't wait to see it, bro. I appreciate your time too.
For sure, man.
Can you hear us still? Looks like it's breaking up a little bit.
Yeah. I
It's
think the
breaking a
internet
little
might
bit,
be
but-
going a little bit.
Yeah, the internet might be going out a little bit. It's all slow right now for some reason. But yeah, is there anything else from us that you need or any
Nah,
questions for
man.
us?
I appreciate the exposure on it. Like, it helped out a ton,
Yeah, most definitely, man. Again, thanks for giving us a little bit of your time today, man. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, and thanks for allowing us to actually touch on the subject and have you on so we can actually clear things up for like everybody,
Yeah, and I think a lot of people needed some clarification, and just a lot of those questions needed to be answered. That way, people can get on the right page again.
Definitely.
Yeah, as long as everybody on the right page, it'll roll smoothly.
Solid, man.
So, but yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this one up today, and we really appreciate it. And we're gonna try and get in touch with Pablo. So, if you want to just give us your Instagram and just like your name, your Instagram and name, so we could put it up there, and so everybody that watches it can see it.
And everybody can follow the rebuild,
Everybody
man.
can follow the rebuild.
Yeah, follow the rebuild. Obscure B6.
Yes, sir.
It's gonna be starting soon, and then I'm working on something else too that'll be kind of thrown up there.
Oh, it's under wraps. It's under wraps.
It's under wraps.
No, I gotta stay tuned.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, we appreciate it, man, and we'll let you get going.
All right, man. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right,
Be
cool.
safe,
See
brother.
you. So, what do you think about that, Sheen? I know you were listening.
I think it was pretty interesting how the team of misfits were able to steal the car.
Yeah, it was a couple, Bonnie and Clyde. Oh,
Yeah, it was a
stealing ass couple. Yo, come on, bro.
It was,
No.
it was the 03 Bonnie and Clyde stealing the 03 Audi.
Yo, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Honestly, though, like, it's just wild how they do it all the time, and they're still not getting any like repercussions
Yeah.
for
But-
because like that they're just gonna keep doing it. So hopefully,
But
like,
that's just it. That's why they keep doing it. Ricky literally just cleared the whole thing up for us. They keep doing it because nobody is actually making them deal with consequences.
yeah, bro, and like
So
it's
they're just gonna
sad.
keep doing it. Yeah,
sad,
it
bro.
is. But I mean, not for nothing. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of insight to why things are the way that they are out there.
Yeah, man, that's basically that sums it up. Honestly,
Yeah, like it's like
that's
still-
Albuquerque for you, bro. Now
stuff
you
goes,
know why.
under investigation, and at some point they're like, well, we kind of did enough, and then they're just like, well, we know who did it, we know what they did, but we just don't have enough evidence, and we don't really feel like pursuing it. So
Yeah, basically.
that's wild as fuck.
Seems to me that they don't do bait car up there in Albuquerque.
Oh, they do.
No, they don't.
Yeah,
I
no,
don't know. Bonnie and Clyde probably got a couple bait cars.
no,
under their
they
belts.
really do, bro. But they
You ever heard of bait car?
yeah, I know what a bait car is. They leave the keys in like the door unlocked. Yeah, they have in my apartment complex all the time where I was living there, bro. They did it. I don't get it, bro. I don't know. I don't know what is up with the justice system out there. It's fucked.
I see that. That's unfortunate. Nah, for real, bro. That's
Yeah.
unfortunate. It'd be very frustrating because, to be honest, the first thing that comes to my mind being a civilian is what makes another civilian feel like they can get away with doing with something. Like, who do you think that you are?
Yeah,
You know
and
what I'm
then
saying?
yeah, bro. And then the more that they don't get caught doing it, the more they're gonna be like, oh, look at me.
Yeah,
Look at me go.
Literally, like, look at.
Look
they get
at-
to
look.
the point like, look at me.
Yeah.
I'm about to take
Look at
your
me
shit.
now. Yeah.
Damn, that's wild. And like, to be as confident as to just fucking pick a street and go up and down the street for however long until somebody slips up. Like, yo,
Who are we gonna catch
like
lacking?
super duper lacking. Like they blew the motor on the car, ditched it, came back to it, and then somebody stumbled upon them coming back to it, and like, yo, it's insane, bro.
Comfortable.
That's
they were
wild.
Too comfortable doing that. They felt like they were doing it in the backyard.
Too comfortable.
That's that crackhead shit.
Well, yeah, but thanks to Ricky for clearing everything up, and we're actually
man.
very, very, very. Was it like appreciative of him? That's the right word, right?
Yeah, most definitely. We're very.
I was just trying to like
appreciative
make
of
it
him,
sound
man.
right, because
that's our first Zoom call. I mean, that's the first Zoom call I've been on. That's the first one you've been on.
Yeah, I mean,
That's
I've
the
had like
first one
Zoom
he's been
interviews,
on.
but
So at the very
yeah.
least, I think
Not
that's
like
dope.
that, bro. That was sick because
Yeah,
it
no,
reminded
that's
me
super
of
dope.
like how Charlemagne does, you know, that whole vibe.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I haven't watched it, but
I do.
okay.
He funny.
But no, yeah, like we were saying,
And that's what we're going for. So
super glad that Ricky finally got the car back, even if it is in the shape that it is. Super glad that nobody else got hurt. And to be honest, I'm glad that all of the like theories and stuff weren't true. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad it wasn't.
yeah,
like,
I'm glad it wasn't
that potential
yeah.
inside job with the shop. Like, you know, like Ricky said, they would never do that to him. He trusted them. Everybody that works on his car and touches that car, he has full faith in them. You know what I'm saying? And as he should. Why would he put it in the hands of somebody that he doesn't trust? It's a show car, and they've been building it for how many years?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that makes perfect sense to me, and I'm glad that everything got cleared up, and I'm glad that people got their answers, their questions answered rather, and I'm glad that we found out that you can actually air a car up without an air tank.
Yeah. So you learn something new every day.
Yeah, for real. It's
So,
crazy.
Yeah. No, that's wild, bro.
Yeah, man. But anything else for us?
No, I just want to give a big shout out to Ricky. I believe his last name is Sanchez.
And you guys already have his Instagram. We threw it up there for you. We could throw it up there for you one more time. Give him a follow. Stay tuned. See what's going to be popping.
Yeah,
with
Ricky
the build.
Sanchez.
With the rebuild, rather.
Yeah, he's got something under the wraps.
Yeah, under the wraps. It
So
might be
you heard
another
him.
project. And I think, when the news team or somebody had spoke to him or something, I think I heard somebody mention another car
yeah,
that
they
he
did.
had planned on working on.
But he didn't want to because of what happened. Yeah. So now that might be the car.
That's been in the back of my mind this whole time, to be honest. So I
Yeah.
haven't forgotten that. Don't think. Hey, I be smoking, bro, but I don't be missing things like that. I don't be missing the car things, bro.
But yeah, so go. Thanks for tapping the fuck into this one, because this one was a little different for both of us.
Yeah. It was
Very
really different.
first time for everything, and he helped out a lot because all he did was add another personality, and we're more than grateful for that.
Yeah, my first time interviewing and stuff too.
Yeah,
so
it was.
We're gonna be more organized
Yeah,
next time and stuff like that. Also,
If
so
any of you guys want to be on, like Albuquerque, if y'all want to
we're doing Zoom calls.
Zoom calls,
interviews.
it's Zoom. It's 2021.
Yeah, man, Corona passed and everybody uses Zoom now, so that's a thing. So
Yeah. So
wherever you at, you in Japan somewhere, you got a real stancy car and you trying to be on T.T.F.I for whatever fucking reason, hey, be my guest, come through.
we got
Give
Ben
us some
Walsh
content,
coming up,
bro.
so stay tuned for that. He
You
drove
wanna-
an E30 from the Bay Area all the way to Boston.
Yeah, you keep talking about that.
Yeah. So he's next. So we'll see you guys next time on the next episode of T.T.F.I with your hosts Clean Bean.
And Cubano.